In this playback, I'll show you the work being done to integrate LedgerNext into the chain code framework, FAB 466. This is an important part of simulating and collecting the read-write set, where we replace the old ledger from 0.5 and 0.6 with the new ledger that's being worked on in the convergence branch under the LedgerNext package. Enabling this feature will allow us to move forward with completing the end-to-end flows from the SDK, from the user through endorser to the consensus network and back to the committer for writing to the ledger. And the work, as I said, is being done in the feature convergence branch. The demo itself is very simple. I'll just start the peer network and I will deploy a chain code, and this deploy will actually go through the endorser and will be executed by the life cycle system chain code which was submitted in a previous submit. This is all business as usual as far as the user is concerned. What is different is the output that we received. If you remember, we used all we got back for was a transaction ID in the old release, but now you will see what we get back is a proposal, a response from the endorser, and the proposal response actually contains the read-write set as shown in this byte array as part of the action bytes. This pretty much brings us to the end of the demo. But what is shown here is a very important step forward and takes us right into the next step of taking these action bytes and the read-write set and submitting it to the consensus and enable the rest of the flow. The one other thing I did want to share was the actual code that does it, and the only reason I want to show is for this reason. This code path of using the new ledger it coexists with the old path of the old ledger which commits the transaction immediately. So the unit test in the chain code, for example, still use the old path, but when you send a transaction from the CLI, it goes through the new path using this simulation LedgerNext or TX simulator, and if it is passed by the endorser into the chain code framework. So having both these ledgers coexist allow us to move forward with the integration in an incremental fashion and allow us to use both paths in different ways while this integration proceeds to completion.